Welcome
Welcome.
to Candid Conversations with the Grand Canions. I am the co-host, your co-host, a co-host. Tonight, I am Karen Canion, Simply Net, and or Wookie alongside with this fine. When I tell y'all, sometimes I look at you and I just be like,
It's an ATM machine.
I'm not talking about those times. I'm talking about something else.
Okay.
So you just changed the moment. It was about to be a happy ending. It was about to be a happy ending for you tonight because I was about to start it up, but you messed it up.
It ain't Wednesday yet.
It's Wednesday.
We gotta wait a whole nother week.
It's Wednesday Eve.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a whole nother
week. It was yesterday. Then you got me all confuzzled.
Anyway.
But welcome. Thank you guys
what made me
for
think
joining
of
us.
you? I was an ATM
I was about
machine.
to say something really romantic.
Do you know why I was saying
sexy,
ATM?
And I was about to turn him on, and we was gonna have to turn this off.
I saw that glitter.
That up.
I saw that glitter and out of those stones and crystals, and it made me think of the money that I spend on you. And you know what I do? And I love every bit of it.
Go on and flip it. You better change it up. Bro. I was really gonna say something nice, but
say
you messed it up.
You when I said I was ATM.
Yeah, you messed it up. So we'll try that next week.
We'll try it next week.
But hi, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good.
Very good.
How are you?
Very
I'm doing
good.
Yo, today been a day. So we make it. Hey, look, thank y'all for joining us. Hey, look, hit that subscribe button. And what I want you to do is click the notification bell. And then, my producer just said, I never introduced myself. I am your co-host. Co-host. See, they're over there laughing at me, y'all.
And then you said co-ho.
Co-ho?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was the host coast, and then you was the co-ho. What are you?
I guess I'm gonna be your co-host. Coach Ken, a.k.a. co-ho, a.k.a. the doctor, a.k.a. the professor. Look, I'm here today. All right. People say they need closure.
Mm-hmm.
The truth is, you don't need closure. It is a story that we've told ourselves in our lives. I need closure to move on. That's not what you need, because some things we never get closure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what we're really hoping is that closure makes us feel better when I know why the thing happened. That's what closure is. Closure is simply knowing why it happened. Okay, just like a person says, I want to know closure. Why did you break up with me? What you really want to know is, why'd you do it?
Mm-hmm.
I want to know why my mom died. I really want to know, God, why my mom died. I went through that. But the truth is, what I learned years ago, and I believe flesh and blood did not give this to me. It was when I was going through something with my mother. And I believe God said to me this: you don't need closure, you need acceptance. You need acceptance that the thing has happened. It is, and you can move forward. Okay? You may not get the answer to, so you may not get closure. But when I accepted the fact that my mother died without getting her healing on this side, that may have been God's will. When I accepted that, and I didn't have closure of why she did, I was able to move on. And that's a powerful thing.
It is.
The powerful thing is with this person. Now, to bring it back to this person. She doesn't need acceptance. She doesn't need closure. She needs acceptance. Is she still connected emotionally to this other person?
Wow.
If she is still connected emotionally to this other person, she needs to disconnect from that person. Think of it like this. Think about this analogy. If you just got a new phone today, right? And I don't know if you got a new charger, probably not, because it was the same phone.
Right.
But when you stick your phone into the charger, think of that phone like a person. The only way you can charge another phone is disconnect from that phone. Okay? And if we are not willing to disconnect to disconnect from people. We want to hold on because they might come back one day. We want to hold on because they might feel a different way than they did before.
Let me ask you this right here.
Yeah.
Do you think that the closure piece is because they still have feelings? Or, I mean, because like to me, and this is just me, and I wish I had this answer the other day. I was speaking to a friend, like, and they were saying, I need closure. Closure is like, it was closed when you got ghosted, or it was closed when, you were disrespected. Like, that's closure to me. Like, when, like, I don't need that. Why, what are you laughing at? But so my question to you is it the feelings that make someone need to have closure? Do you think? Is it because they still care for that person?
It is the emotional unrest that the person needs to quench.
Okay.
Because think about it. When you want closure, what you're really trying to do is turn off the questions in your mind.
That's so good.
You're trying to turn off what we call endless loop questions in your mind. See, the reason you want closure is because you want that to stop. Why did they do this? Aren't I a good person? Am I not pretty enough? Am I not fine enough? Are they finer than me? And what happens is these endless loop questions you don't have the answer to them. And so what the brain does is the brain will give you the answer. Okay. And so you ever notice how, let me give you a prime example. You go to the doctor. Me and you have done this.
Mm-hmm.
Remember you went to the doctor and we were waiting on the call from the doctor about the test.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's say the doctor, remember they told us they wouldn't call us between 11 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they didn't call us between 11 and 1 because you told them don't call you. You told them to call me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they didn't call between 11 and 1. First of all, after 1 o'clock, my mind began to say, oh my God, what's going on? It begins to try to answer the question why they didn't call, right? And what it does? Oh my gosh, what if she's got this? What if this is going on? What if that's going on? And then remember the lady called me and I answered the phone and she said, you're petrified, aren't you? I said, I am. Well, what happened was I'm trying to close the loop.
Mm-hmm.
See, the way your brain works, the brain opens and closes loops, okay? So it opens a loop. It opens a thought. And so it wants to close that loop with the answer to that thought.
Mm.
And sometimes we don't get the answer to that thought. It's called sensory deprivation. And in sensory deprivation, whenever the brain is deprived of the answer, it goes to create the answer. It goes to find it. It goes to find the answer based on the information that it has. Like you might say, well, why didn't the person want me? So what information does it have? Maybe I'm too fat. Maybe I'm not fine enough. Maybe I'm not pretty enough. That's the information that it's operating from because that's what you've told it. Now what you do is tell something different. Now it has a different answer to pick from.
Boy.
That's deep.
He ain't just fine, boy. That boy smart, boy. I'm going to give you what I promised you.
Give it to me. What you tell me about this? Oh. That's what you didn't promise me that.
You do have requirements. And the thing of it is those requirements have nothing to do with who the person is on the inside.
So when a man, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
But okay, so women think those requirements are okay, right?
They think that they're necessary.
But then when a woman says, when a man says, "Oh, I got a weight requirement. You can't weigh over this." Women get so offended.
We do.
We get so offended, but it's okay for the man to just suck it up because you ain't but 5'10" or 5'9".
That's not right when you put it like that. But we don't think of it like that. We think of it. No. We look at it as, like, don't even try no more because you got to be this tall to ride this ride. It's like that. It's like, I don't even want you to put your energy over here because, unless you want to play backgammon or let's go out to the Sizzler. That's the last time I had gone out with another guy. Probably the Sizzler was.
But what if a man says, okay, you can't get on this ride, it's a weight requirement. You can't weigh over 140 pounds. And then the women get offended. And then what if he says this? Then he says, and the second thing is, I don't want to see no extensions, no makeup, or all that fake stuff that you wear, eyelashes. I'm saying if a man said that, because I've heard men say that, but women get offended when the man creates physical requirements, just like she creates physical requirements or financial requirements. But why is it that women get offended when a man says that, but yet expect the man to suck that shit up when?
Because it's a man. We expect men to be able to suck shit up, just like when the way they toss stuff out. We think you ought to be able to suck it back up, just like you throw it out.
So it's okay to hurt a man.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's
okay to hurt him.
It's not
because he should be protected.
It's not that. I don't think they think I'm gonna hurt this man.
When you tell him, man, he's short as hell, he don't measure up, because it could be.
That's how he sees it.
How does a woman see it when the joker say you too fat and you ain't but 150?
You know, it's offensive. It is really, really
so
offensive.
So it's not offensive to a dude that's 5'9"?
You ask me why, but you won't accept my damn why. You just keep like badgering me. And I just want to damn throw something at you right now, because you just keep, I'm giving you the answer,
I'm trying to fight for every man that's 5'9" and under. I'm trying to fight for every man that's 5'9".
I feel like I'm about to start beating up. I'm telling you what it is.
I'm trying to fight for every man that's 5'9".
Football. Y'all go out there and bam, boom, boom, boom. Y'all bam each other up. Y'all can take anything. Nigga, you too short. I'm sorry.
That's why your ass got choked.
I didn't get choked. I just was trying to soften up the moment, because that's how you was coming at.
I just say anything to shut your ass up tonight. Talk about a man should take it, bam.
I'm just saying, I'll tell you this all the time. You play football, you should be able to take anything. I mean, you out there getting banged up, 3-4 people on top of you. I mean, your feelings hurt? I mean, what?
Nick, you know what, Nick? Can I be honest with you?
Yeah, but that's how. But honestly, that's how we view it.
But it's wrong.
It is. I didn't say. We didn't say was it right. We didn't say was it right. You said what do they?
I said men feel, women feel,
and women feel, and so like golly.
But I want to tell them men.
But I
have
feel
emotions
like men,
just as much as women.
But I feel like men.
And if it hurts, it hurts. If a man feels like he doesn't measure up, it hurt the same way if a woman feels like she don't measure up. That's just the truth.
I never thought about that when I rejected guys in the club, like dancing. You know, audience, what do you think? What do you think?
I'm broken right now, but I'm 6'3", but I'm broken right now.
Yeah, what do you think? Is it okay? I think it's okay.
Because I didn't make 6 figures back then.
That wasn't a requirement for me. You would always say, what are your standards? Don't compromise your standards. I didn't have any.
Wow.
I had no standards.
We're going to build. We did that one time.
Yeah.
That was deep.
And so like, I feel like it is okay. Our audience, I do want you guys to chime in, men and women. I feel like it is okay to have standards. Even if you are looking for a man that's over 6, if that's your standard,
I agree.
If you have it, but I don't think you should hurt someone's feelings telling them that you don't meet my standards. That's just
no, you don't have to tell them that. You just said that the way you say it is not that you don't meet my standards. You just say we are not in alignment with each other.
We're not in alignment with each other. My line is up here. No, I'm just.
Yeah. All right, y'all. You know what? And so I just want to say this before we move on to the end of it. We have a good relationship, but we see the world differently.
We do. And it's okay.
And it's okay. That's what I want people to walk away with. Mm-hmm. It is okay if you view it differently. Honey. You just want to find someone that you can align on more things than you don't align. Mm-hmm. And that's that. I think that's the moral of this. I wanted to do this show about men, how men see the world, how women see the world. And it's not everybody. Listen, y'all. It ain't everybody, because somebody will see this video like, you don't speak for everybody. They tell me that all the time. I said, I speak for me, so shut the hell up. But anyway,
Don't say that.
but that's what I wanted to get across.
I cussed about 4 times tonight, but
I
you
know.
took me to this place.
I ain't take your ass no.
Can you give a tip, a suggestion, something that Tasha could do to put herself out there more?
I like that.
Yeah, what is something that she could do?
Number one,
Mm-hmm.
when people invite you out, stop saying no, I ain't going.
When you say people, you mean like if your group of friends,
co-workers.
Okay.
When they say, hey, we having a little kickback, come through.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Go.
Hey, we're going to all meet out for dinner. Go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to a wedding. I'm saying, go. Here's why. Because, and then most people are like, well, I don't know, because we get used to, we get stuck in our rut of familiarity. And what we do, oh, ain't nobody gonna be there. Ain't gonna be. No, but you got to put yourself in it. We don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
You don't have a clue. And so things like that. If you go to church functions,
Mm-hmm.
go. Okay. If like they had, I remember recently, it was last summer, the Q's had this thing in Atlanta that they do every year called sundress, seersucker and sundress.
Mm-hmm.
And my barber is a Q.
Mm-hmm.
So he told me about it. One year where we were in Atlanta, they had it then.
Did you go?
I didn't know we were going. We was at Cigar Bar, but they had it there. Yes, we went, but we didn't go to the other events, but they came to the Cigar Bar. They done. Hey, and look, for a single brother.
Funny, this is the first time I heard about that.
You ain't never heard about it?
From you.
Okay. Well, me, Palmer, Chino, all us went.
I knew you was gonna throw Palm in there.
Of
I
course.
know that.
He was with me. He was with me.
Yeah,
I mean,
seersucker. Okay,
Sears-
Kim, where we going?
seersucker.
Where we going, Kim?
Seersucker, sundress and seersucker. They have it once a year in Atlanta. We just happen to be there.
Happened to be
I
there.
didn't know about it until that one time we
Ooh,
went.
You happened to be there, and you
And
forgot.
I ain't even know
you
Q.
forgot to mention it.
You know.
You ain't no cute, but you like an old good sundress, and you got an old pair of seersucker pants. That's all I'm saying.
So, getting back to the topic of the night, you know what? This always goes left somehow. But putting herself out there is important. Now, Ned, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I gotta say this though. Some people, it's just like if you wanted a job,
Mm-hmm.
you would research, apply to a different jobs, right? You would
Right.
research. Same thing. If you want something, do the things that help you get that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And some people like, well, I don't need to, because I hear that I ain't going nowhere. I'm like, okay, well, then you
I think
you
she's
choose to
willing
be alone.
to go, but she just doesn't maybe know what to do when she gets there. Like,
Come to
'cause
my
think about-
relationship academy. But what I will say to her is be open to a new way of doing things.
Mhm.
I think at the
Yep.
end of the day, we have to decide that I'm willing to do things different to get a different result.
Mhm.
Yeah, the truth is we don't have computers with floppy disk anymore. We have to do
Right.
things different.
Mhm.
We don't have 3.5-inch disc anymore. We have to do things different. And so the people who evolve are the ones who are willing to do things different. And that's the truth. Some people aren't willing to evolve.
Mhm.
So that being the case, even me and you,
Mhm.
we've evolved what we're doing now.
Right.
What we are doing right now, we've evolved into this is the way we reach people. We used to do videos. We've been doing videos for years.
Mhm.
We got so many videos that never surfaced.
And we do.
Yeah, but this is what we're doing. All right. So that's what you tell her, coach.
Dear Coach Ken, I've heard you say you better be careful what you ask for. I feel like I'm living that now. I have always dreamed of marrying a man that adored me and took great care of me financially. When we met, my husband, that is, I was working outside of the home, and he spent a lot of time working. but we did a lot of traveling, going out to eat. He gave me sweet gifts, flowers, just for nothing. I've never required these things, but after years of getting them and spending so much time together traveling, I've become accustomed to it. My husband was recently promoted, and although there is absolutely nothing that I can ask for that I don't get, well, everything except for his time. He's up and out early every morning. He works late every night, and even when he gets home early, he's working. Um, he can have the gifts. Let me see. He can have the gifts. Hell, I even go back to work. I just want some time. I feel like a roommate. How can I let him know that I am lonely and he needs to spend more time with me?
Wow. This is not uncommon. So allow me to, I'll give you an answer, but let's just talk through something.
Okay.
A lot of times before people get married, or even when they get in a relationship,
Right.
you ever notice how people say they write a list? They provide you with a list of all of their requirements, all of the things they think that they want. And I often tell people the only reason you create the list is because you think the things on the list will be emotionally fulfilling.
Okay.
And so a lot of times people will say, I hear women say all the time, I want somebody to provide. He got to be a provider. He got to provide. Okay, cool. Then, and what they're primarily talking about is financially. All right. And so when he goes out and he working like crazy to provide so that so that in this case, she doesn't have to use any of her funds working off his salary, then that man who is providing works a lot. He's working to bring home that bag. But then you realize, well, wait a minute. Why are you not spending time with me? But then you say, but didn't you say you wanted the bag?
Right.
Okay. But a man who's bringing home, who has a vision, who's doing it, sometimes I always tell people, a man who got time ain't got no money. A man who got money ain't got much time. And I don't mean that, I'm just using that as a cliche. You have to stop me sometimes from working all the time. We have to plan out vacations. We have to plan out how we're going to spend our quality time together because I'm a visionary and I'm working and I'm trying to build something. But a lot of us don't count the cost. We don't count the cost. We just think, oh, I'm going to get the bag and you're going to have time too. Well, just remember this. Anything that you want to acquire in life is going to require sacrifice. It's going to require something.
So for me, that's so beautiful. Rainbows and unicorns. I mean, it's just really, really beautiful.
Is that why you was looking at me like that?
I was just letting you finish. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Okay.
For me, I feel like it's a double standard. I feel like it is okay for a man to have all of this no free time because he's out here hustling and getting it. And then, he'll take time and go hang with his boys every now and then, but just no free time for the house. But then he's still, no matter what the woman does, her job is she's still expected to have dinner ready. Those kids are still expected to have a bath. She still got to clean the house. She still got to go hustle and get her job. And she's got to top you off at the end of the night. Still got to get that
Becky on too.
And so I feel like it's a double standard, and it's not so fair for us to feel like, you want somebody to take care. I do. Women, we do want somebody to take care of us, but we want to be held at night too. Everything is, the fur is nice and it keep you warm, but it can't kiss you on the back of the neck right there. You know what I'm talking about?
Hold on.
I'm just saying, happy Valentine's Day. That's all I'm saying.
For that performance.
That's all I'm saying. Audience, what do you think? What do you think? Do you think that she should not say anything? And he out here hustling, he getting it for the fam. So I'm just gonna let him get it, and I'm just gonna sit here and be lonely, and it'll be a problem if she called Tyrone. I'm just saying, just to play backgammon with, nothing else. Just cause she lonely, just to play spades with, you know.
I'm gonna give you one that men say.
Okay.
That's my girl. Yo,
That's
that's my girl.
That's about like
See,
special friend.
You're right.
That's about like
so,
special friend.
That's so
It's
non-committal.
It's like a dog pissing on a tree. Like you want to take ownership of that. It's not your tree. You just walking. You know how like the dogs come and they'll hit our little mailbox out there just to let Mello know I came by here and pissed on your mailbox, but it's not my mailbox. That's what that is to me.
Right. Like when a joker said, so what it does is that right there appeases you because it's like, oh, that's my girl. But it's non-committal of whether we are girlfriend or boyfriend.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, girl, what?
Yeah, so if he says that's my girl there.
Yeah, your thing wasn't girl. Your thing was
my special
friend. I was like, yo, I'm tired of being your special
I know.
friend.
Hey, let me tell you something. I remember that day when you called me over, can we talk? And then you said, come to your workplace. Okay, workplace. You was doing hair. Okay, now I'm thinking to myself on the way up there. I was like, okay. What this about? Knew it was about something. And then when I get there, you like, I'm tired of being your special friend. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, shit. How did we get here? And then, she done put her foot down. I'm tired of being your special friend. Listen, I'm tired of being your special friend. I was like, what did I say?
What did you feel? What did you feel in that moment?
And my I was like, then
you
remember
didn't want your food stamps cut off. You didn't want them terrorists to
I ain't want them tariffs to get enacted. Hey, I ain't want you to tax me. But I was like, damn, shit just changed. That's what I was thinking. I was like, man, before she was so chill. She would chill. She ain't ask me no questions. That's what I liked about you. You ain't ask me no questions. Well, you just went with the flow. And then that day when we had that conversation, I was like, where this coming from, Willis?
You know what happens? That's when your heart get involved. You know, your heart feelings. Get in. Yes, sir. I had started catching feelings. And I said, no, we ain't finna do this.
I mean, it took you a minute, but
it took me a minute to say it. It didn't. I had feelings long before, but I was just afraid to share it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's interesting.
Okay, so let's move on to the next phase. One of our sponsors tonight is the Moment of Truth. I just made that up.
We just shipped out some orders of those.
I just made that up. You know, I'm just look.
Let them be the song. Go ahead.
But guys, we are these games. If you would like to get to know someone, if you're in a relationship, if you like to spice it up a little bit, if you're having Galentine is over, right? If you're having Easter time, no, that's not a thing. I was just trying to think of the next.
No.
Listen, families do get together on Easter too.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, everybody ain't just resurrecting on Easter. Let's just be. So anyway, okay, let's scratch, cut. Anyway, but listen, if you'd like to add a little spice or fun to your cousin night, or if you go out with your girlfriends, or you and your boo, the Moment of Truth tonight, spring break. Hey, y'all, look, y'all, listen. Me and my girlfriends played this drinking game. Now, it didn't get far because we were laughing and talking. But spring break,
Did y'all go to sleep?
no, it actually, when you play this with your friends,
Y'all
you
fell
really
asleep.
don't get far because you end up
What y'all
laughing.
doing?
How long would you remain in a marriage where you
Man.
felt trapped? A, till death, as you stated in your vows. B, it depends on if your spouse is willing to seek counseling. C, depends on whether or not there's a prenup. Or D, long enough to pack my bags.
I would say B, as long as, my spouse is willing to get counseling.
I think I'll go with D too. Audience, what would you do?
You said D?
I mean B.
I'm about to
B.
say.
It depends on if my spouse is willing to seek counseling. How long would you remain in a marriage where you felt trapped? A, till death, as you stated in your vows. B, it depends on if my spouse is willing to seek counseling. C, depends on whether or not there's a prenup. Or D, long enough to pack my ish.
On a double date, your man says if you broke up with them today, they'd be over you in 48 hours or less. What do you do? Nothing. A, nothing. It's all talk. B, make them take it back. C, be offended, but let it go eventually. Or D, walk out on a date and their lives forever. On a double date. On a double date, that means you with somebody else.
And somebody heard that ish.
Says if I walked out for 48 hours, I'm good. I'm over you. Would you do nothing? It's all talk.
I think I would get up and walk out of the restaurant. But I don't know if that would be like forever out of your life. That's hard to. I would not do nothing. I would not eat.
Because that's disrespectful.
He should have been cussed out.
So he should have been what?
Cussed that out.
Okay.
That's what should be on there. Because I'm not just going to sit there and be like, he didn't mean it.
Audience, what would you do? Audience, what would you do on a double date? Your man or woman says, if you broke up with them today, they'd be over you in 48 hours. What would you do? Nothing. It's all talk. You wouldn't even do nothing. You'd be like, look, B, you got to take that back. C, be offended, but you'll let it go eventually. Or D, walk out on a date and they life.
What would your answer be? E, cuss that out.
I probably would say B.
Take it back.
Yeah.
You take that back.
Not like
take it back. You better take it back. If you don't take that back, how would you say it?
Nah. I'd be like, yo, I'd probably be like, yo, did you mean that shit? Nah, I'd be like, you meant this shit, say it again. Or I say that shit again or take it back. That's see, but to do it again how I would do it. Do it again how I would do it. Do it again.
Take it back. You better take that back. Take it back. That's what you I'm like, what?
All right, y'all. Listen, y'all heard tonight how we get down in the Relationship Academy, and they've been our sponsor. And what we do is we teach you all kinds of things, all things relationships. And if you're interested in that, just reach out. If you're interested and you want to talk about, is it right for you? Email me at coachkencanion@gmail.com and say, hey, look, I'm interested in talking about the Relationship Academy and how it can meet my needs. All right, that's it, Ned. Another one is another one. All right, baby. I love you.
Hey, guys, tell somebody, I was going to say, if you love somebody, please tell them. Might be the only love they received today.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on another Thursday evening. We are the Grand Canions, and we're out.